Good morning, everyone. Lovely this opportunity to connect with you. My name is Madeline. Welcome. I offer this mantra medicine every week on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Sydney time, and I am going live on the Master Shah Dow Centre Sydney Facebook page, as well as my own personal page and YouTube. So I invite you, I welcome you to spend the next 20 minutes or so in practice, in singing mantra meditation that has the power to uplift, to nourish, to heal, to transform our health, our happiness. And for this month of July, which is almost coming to completion, I've been focusing on different mantras that can and has the power to increase our immunity, strengthen our immunity. So this will be, again, the focus, the theme for today's mantra and practice. So I'm going to say a big hello to Joseph. Love you, Joseph. Thanks for saying hi. Feel free to say hi in the chat box. I can see them coming up on my screen. Let me know who's watching live and maybe where you're from. I know people join from other parts of the world as well. And I'll be sharing my screen shortly with what the mantra is today. And I've learnt mantras from lots of different traditions, and so sometimes I share Tao mantra practices, divine mantras, Sanskrit mantras. I don't follow one particular belief system. So I actually invite you as well, if you regularly join me for these sessions, if there's any particular mantras or practices that you love, feel free to share them with me. You can always send me a direct message on Facebook, or if you have my contact details, let me know. Oh, great. Joseph and Emily joining me for the first time. Welcome. Thanks for sharing that, Joseph. Sacred ancient wisdom is that compassion has the power to boost and strengthen our immunity. Compassion actually has the power to boost our energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. So that is the direction we're heading today, to cultivate a more compassionate heart, to cultivate more compassion in our consciousness and in what we do, what we offer in this world through our daily practice, our life. So the mantra today is actually incredibly simple. We're literally going to chant the word compassion. And that's obviously in English, and we're going to chant it in Mandarin. My teacher, Master Shah, teaches that there are 10 greatest qualities, virtues of the Tao, the source, divine, but actually they're our innate qualities as a human being as well, our true nature. And the third one is Da Tsobei, which means greatest compassion. So this is actually an innate true quality of our heart and soul. And the power of mantra is what we chant or what we sing. It's a message, and that message we become. So what we chant is what we become, because each message, each mantra, be it a word or a phrase, it captures, it holds, it embodies a particular frequency and vibration connected to its message. And so as we do this practice, we are chanting this message, and we're literally programming our soul, our heart, our consciousness, our body, our physical body with this message, with this particular frequency. So that's the power of mantra. What we chant is what we become. It's like we're aligning, embodying, cultivating this message from within and allowing it to radiate out. So, yeah, simple practice today. Chant compassion to become compassionate. I love the simplicity. So, I'm going to share my screen now and guide you through the practice, and also to let you know once we finish the chanting, I'm going to offer everyone a special soul healing from a Guan Yin healing channel that I have a special connection to. So make sure you stay with me for the whole practice, because I'm going to include that and offer that at the end. So, so here is the simple mantra. Chant compassion to become compassion in every part of our being. And we'll chant in both English and then the Mandarin, Da Bei. Okay, thank you, Zahia. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hello. All right, so we're going to apply 5 power techniques for our practice: body power, soul power, mind power, the sound power, which is the mantra, and breath power. Very simple, and if it feels like too much to bring together as one for you, don't worry. Just focus on the chanting. It's all good. So we're going to actually bring one hand over our heart center. So we obviously have our physical heart, but we want to connect to our spiritual heart, which is also known as the heart chakra. And it is actually a sacred energy center in our body that is for love, forgiveness, compassion. These innate qualities exist here in our heart, our true heart. So one hand connecting to this sacred space and energy center, and then place the other palm on your lower abdomen, just below your navel, because in our lower abdomen are our foundation energy centers, particularly the lower dantian energy center, which is for building that power for energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. So we connect to both sacred areas in our body. And if you're happy to close your eyes, you can close them. You can do this with your eyes open as well. That is totally fine. And you can be sitting or standing or lying down. The one thing, if you are doing this practice lying down, when we chant, do that silently, because if you're lying down and chanting out loud, it can actually drain your energy. So that is another secret, soul secret, for chanting. So relax. And the breath power is simple. Breathe naturally. If you can, each time you inhale, bring that inhale breath through your nose and imagine that you're breathing in light to your heart, golden sunlight, or whatever light. So just breathe naturally. As we exhale is when we're going to be chanting. And we'll do the soul power. The soul power is setting an intention for what we're doing, but on a really, really deep level, because we're making a soul connection. We're empowering our soul, and we're calling in the sacred frequency and power of outer souls. So I'm going to speak you through this now, and I invite you to follow along, repeat with me. Dear my soul, heart, mind, and body, I love you. And dear my heart chakra, I love you. You have the power to cultivate the greatest compassion. Do a good job. Thank you. So this is like a secret soul formula for connecting and empowering our soul to heal, transform, uplift. Continue to repeat with me as we connect to the outer soul power. And tailor this to whatever you believe in. What I speak out may not resonate with you, so please just customize it for yourself. Dear the Tao source, divine, all kinds of spiritual fathers and mothers, you may resonate and follow different deities, spiritual masters, Buddhas or saints or angels, archangels, shamans, whatever it is, you can say hello, connect to their soul energy. I'm going to connect to Guan Yin, Bodhisattva of compassion. Dear all of heaven and Mother Earth, I love, honor, and appreciate you. Please send your greatest compassion, blessings, frequency, and light to my heart chakra, my spiritual heart, in order to cultivate more compassion throughout every part of my physical and spiritual being, and in order to help strengthen and boost my immunity. I'm deeply grateful to offer my chanting as healing service to all souls, to humanity, to Mother Earth and beyond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we create this through intention as a universal practice. So on that soul level, because everything has a soul, a spirit, we invite the souls of humanity, all souls that inhabit Mother Earth, to come and chant, do this practice with us. So it's like a sacred calling. And as we're chanting, we're using our mind power. We're going to visualize, imagine that there's this most radiant golden light shining in our heart centers. And that light is like, 1,000 suns have come into our chest where the heart is. And they are radiating, pulsating waves of light, of compassion from the very core of our heart out. So this is what we visualize as we chant. So there's a melody to this. If you aren't, I'd invite you to listen a few times first and then join me out loud, or if you need to chant silently, that's fine as well. So just breathe and relax. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. And then Datsubei. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. This melody and mantra is from Master Sha's, one of his earlier books called Divine Soul Songs. So this is part of his Divine Soul Song for compassion. So continuing. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. It's quite a happy melody. If you want to play any instruments, you can whilst we chant. So we'll continue to sing compassion, Datsubei. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Smile. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Datsubei, Datsubei, Datsubei. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. And if you like, as we chant, because remember, we're literally programming with this message, this frequency of compassion, Datsube, greatest compassion. We're cultivating, programming our hearts even more, our souls, our consciousness, the energy and the matter that makes up our physical body. We're radiating, vibrating in this frequency as we chant. So you can even tap if you want. Tap your heart center, tap your abdomen. That's just an option as we chant some more. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. We're going to chant for a couple of more minutes. If you want to get up, dance, move, hit a tambourine, a drum. This mantra, it's a divine mantra. It's very celebratory. So if you feel happy and want to move and dance as you chant, I won't, because I won't be able to sing properly. But I invite you, if you want to do that, feel free, go for it. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. Database, database, database. Really go into your heart, the very core of your spiritual heart, where compassion is most radiant. It exists, it lives within your heart, and feel it and let it out more. Let it shine more to offer healing within yourself and healing vibrations to our world, to our beautiful Mother Earth, and to humanity. Really feel it as you chant it. A couple of more times. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Database, database, database. smile. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Databay, databay, databay. Databay, databay, databay. One more time. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Databay, databay, databay. Databay, databay, databay. And now really grounding into your heart now. Silent practice. I just want you to relax. Keep your hand connecting to your spiritual heart center. The other hand connecting to your foundation energy centers in your abdomen. Breathe naturally, completely relax and open more to receive. Only if you're happy to receive this. I'm going to connect to the most amazing bodhisattva of compassion, Guan Yin. And Guan Yin's name, Guan Yin Pusa, means to hear the suffering, the cries of humanity, of the suffering of humanity, and to offer the most unconditional, compassionate service to humanity, to Mother Earth and beyond. This is the power and the divine pure service of this bodhisattva, who's much more than a bodhisattva. So I'm going to connect with her soul and chant her name as a mantra. And if you're happy to receive her love, her compassion, to further open your heart to what is already there. It's like removing cobwebs, clouds, unblocking our hearts so that what is already there, your true self, your true compassionate nature, can shine, shine, shine and serve, serve, serve. So I'll chant this a few times. Namo Guan Yin Pusa. 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 So, as we sit within this field of greatest compassion, frequency, and light, breathe it in and ground it into your abdomen. Think of all of this beautiful light and frequency and the positive message of the mantra that we were chanting. Imagine it's condensing down now into the front of your abdomen to your lower dantian energy center, strengthening immunity, as well as energy, stamina, vitality, and willpower. Compassion drives our willpower. So breathe deeply a few more times. And then we'll close our practice. Because we connected with soul power, connected with outer souls, there's a spiritual courtesy in closing the practice. So in Master Sha's tradition, we say how, H-A-O, which means perfect, be happy, be well. It's like an empowerment. How. And we offer our gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the outer souls we connected with that brought their light and blessings because we requested, we asked. And all the souls that we invited to join us. This was a universal soul to soul practice together. So we offer our gratitude to each and everyone who joined live or on the replay, and to beloved Guan Yin, Bodhisattva of Compassion, and to all the outer souls, please respectfully return to your abode. We send them back. And open your eyes if they're closed. I'm going to remove that. So thank you for joining those that were on live, whichever page you were on, the Master Sha Dao Center, Sydney, or my page. It's lovely to do this practice with you. And I'll just stay on for a couple of more minutes if you want to share your experience from the mantra, from the practice today. I'll read some of your comments out. And I'm also offering a special service this week, a gift of compassion for anyone that has not ever connected with me. So any first time, connection, I'm offering complimentary 15-minute wellness consult. So I'm going to share the link now in the chat box. Hopefully it'll come through on all the platforms. Great. So I've just shared it. There's a direct booking link if you're interested in having a 15-minute consult with me as a gift, where I can do a little soul reading to help you with, if you have any kind of challenge or, just to uplift, enhance our lives, our physical journey, our spiritual journey. So I invite you to connect with me if you haven't done so before. And Zahir from Trinidad said, feeling very peaceful. Thank you, Zahir. I am as well. It was lovely to meet you last Wednesday night in class. Thank you for sharing that. Love you, Ronan. I know I'm sending you so much love. And, another thing that I'm going to set up and offer is a forgiveness practice meditation where we work on really deeply cleansing our senses. Particularly at this time, there's been a lot of negativity that we may have been exposed to, that we may have seen or heard. So stay tuned. I'm going to be setting up something soon because in a class I led last night, we did a forgiveness practice, a deep cleanse using the self-healing, self-clearing practice of forgiveness to really remove pollution from what we've absorbed from our senses. So sending you so much love, Ronan and Nirma and Risto and Toga. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And Randy and Rosetta and Joseph and Emily and everyone who's been on live with me. Thank you so much. Randy said, absolutely needed this, divine timing for sure. Joseph said, thank you, Maddie. I felt a wonderful connection between my heart and my lower dantian, very full of light. Beautiful. Thank you for all your sharing. I'll continue to check the comments, particularly if anyone watches the replay. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon. There's so many ways we can connect. Remember that. Love you, everyone.